and about early.
There's not to stay in bed for, is there?
Oh, a man after my own heart. I mean, however much you want to pull those bedclothes back over your head, you get up and face the day. It's a primeval instinct.
Hey?
Once upon a time, you know, it was to tackle saber-toothed tigers. But today, it's overcoming the ruthless selfishness that is woman. I mean, you're looking forward to what? 10, 20 years of fulfillment, and she goes and sacrifices it all on the altar of greed.
Yeah, there's no point Liz asking me for money, because there isn't any. You see, rock and roll at the grassroots, it's all about passion. It's not about big bucks.
Liz?
Well, now that she's kicked me into touch. You didn't know, did you?
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, I need something stronger than coffee this morning. I've been awake half the night.
Well, you're not the only one.
Tony Gordon didn't get rich by paying over the odds for anything. I reckon I better get a valuation for myself.
I think you'll find 30 pieces of silver's about right.
But you'll end up with a nice little nest egg as well.
There's more to life than money, Rita. I mean, well, there's being part of the community. I mean, for instance, if I'd not just been outside this shop then, I wouldn't have been able to console Vernon in his hour of need.
Why, what's up with him?
Well, let's put it this way. I've made a packet of biscuits last longer than his marriage to Liz.
Just tell them to go now.
I can't just kick him out onto the street.
Oh, Kevin, they could stay in a flipping five-star hotel with the money they ripped us off for.
Maybe we could just talk to him.
Oh, I've got nothing to say to that woman apart from goodbye.
We thought it'd be best if we go.
Yeah, well, don't let us stop you.
Sue?
Number 13.
It's not fit.
Quite. Thanks to Sparky over there.
Is it all right if we give the boys some breakfast first?
Yeah.
Ta.
You know where everything is.
I'll just get Josh sorted for school.
You look very much at home behind the bar last night.
Ta.
Were you not thrilled because you've taken a second job, or was he worried about losing you altogether?
I'm not being rude, Ken, but just... Yeah?
Hey, I hear you were star attraction in the Rovers last night.
Not you and all.
Well, Jason seems to think so.
Yes, ha-ha, very funny.
I wasn't joking. He was full of it when he came home.
When you throw a sickie, what do you say?
Little as possible. Less chance of being caught. Tommy Borg or... Hang on. You've never thrown a sickie?
I always imagine people would be able to tell. You know, like Pinocchio. You could throw one too.
Ah, not with my new boss. He's already on my case after yesterday.
I'll go in then. No fun on my own.
Why now after, like, well, never?
Just hating being there at the moment.
Have you thought any more about retraining?
What were you keeping us both?
Only until you've qualified as something fabulous. Loads of couples do it.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see is right up there with phrases to hate like, it's not you, it's me.
Well, it depends on whether you're the one saying it or hearing it.
Then I will only say 2 words. Her lost man.
I wish it felt like that.
You all right? Vernon not answering his phone. Well, would you in his shoes? What if he's done something stupid? You've not changed your mind, have you? You know, regretting what you said?
Nothing would make me happier. If I could say to him, I'm really sorry I got it all wrong, come back, please. But I can't, because I didn't.
No. Well, then you did the right thing.
I do feel as if a weight's been lifted, but then I feel guilty at the same time.
So what happens now?
For starters, I'm going to take down that ridiculous photo. I am not going to inflict this on any of us anymore.
We're getting off. Do you want an arm on this, sir?
I think the word is fraternising.
I thought you wanted them gone.
Just watch, they haven't accidentally picked up any DVDs or jewellery on the way out. It'll end up in a car boot sale at the weekend.
Trust me, Sally. There's nothing of yours that's worth taking.
Oh, and I bet you've looked to make sure, haven't you?
Now I'm on the wagon, I wake up fancying a pipe. Maybe it's because I've got Teresa back with it.
But you must have loved her once. You've got a house full of kids over there.
Aye, most of them are mine and all. Yeah, I mean, I suppose there must have been some good times. Trouble is, at the end, she was having all her good times with other blokes.
So was there never anybody else, you know, for you?
Well, not serious. I mean, you don't like to think you're out of the game, but, well, you start to wonder whether you're ever going to meet anyone, don't you? Whether you'll ever see...
I've been ringing you. We were worried sick when you didn't answer.
What about? That I'd, what's the phrase they use? Done something stupid. As stupid as marry someone I knew didn't love me.
Let's not start that again.
Well, it would be really stupid, though, wouldn't it? Topping myself over something that was never more than a sham. Hardly the stuff you write songs about. Thought we'd go over the bank accounts and stuff.
She set me wondering whether I'll ever meet anyone again. You know, like her and Vernon.
Jerry, I would be very careful what you wish for.
About as homeless can make it.
We're not stopping.
I just unpacked everything.
Ashley, half the floorboards are up in the bedrooms. Freddie nearly fell through. We can't stay.
I'll give Marvin a bell, tell him get on with electrics.
I've already rung him. He's been called away to another job. Be next week at the earliest before he's back.
Flipping heck, Claire. If you'd have kept quiet about flogging that stuff, you could have stayed on at Kevin's cells.
Hey! She said it herself. Anything in this house was ours. Until it was worth something, of course. Anyway, we can stay at my mum's.
I suppose can manage there for a week.
It'll be a bit more than that.
Hey?
The money we made, we can spend doing this place up. Before we move in.
When you say doing it up?
Top to bottom. It'll take a while, but... Well, the longer I'm not living across from that witch Webster, the better. Did you hear her accusing us of stealing their things? Honestly, the cheek of that woman.
So Norris isn't imagining it. Liz and Vernon have split up.
I don't deal in tittle-tattle, Rita. This was straight from the horse's mouth.
She knew she should never have married him in the first place.
Which sadly goes to prove you can never trust a woman. Now, I mean, barely 6 months ago, she took solemn vows. Till death us do part, forsaking all others, and now it's on your back.
Things change, Norris.
Yes, usually a woman's mind.
See you later, love.
Yeah, ta-ra, love.
Ta-da. And we've just proved another point.
What? That you're going to drive me round the bend?
That this shop provides a valuable function. It's a forum for the exchange of news and views.
The only flipping views anyone hears in this shop are yours.
I couldn't help overhearing Liz and Vernon.
Oh, well, when Mr. Foghorn here gets going, you could be in the bookies and still over here.
It's useful to know, Rita. I mean, Harry could have gone into the Rovers, inadvertently said the wrong thing, and now we've saved him the embarrassment.
He's right, Rita. It is useful to know.
Yeah, well, I'll be in this afternoon to close down the account. No, Mrs. Tomlin will come in separately. Though she'll probably be Mrs. MacDonald by then. Yes? Thank you.
I suppose I ought to give you this back.
It's yours. I remember giving it you. I can't think when.
But you bought it.
I don't want it. Melt it down for earrings or something.
So, are you going to go on staying at the B&B?
I might borrow the keys to Nelson's. Doss there for a bit.
Vern, is that the best you can do?
Well, it's a bit short notice, isn't it? This time yesterday, I was still married and looking forward to an exciting new life.
Well, maybe it'd be best if I go away for a few days. My mate Val in Jersey's always going on at me to go over there.
Nice for you.
So you can stay here till you find somewhere decent.
Here? Well, that'd be great for Steve to come home to, that, yeah? First, the good news. Your mother's binned the husband you hated. Oh, and now the bad news. She's gone off on holiday and he's still here. You're not going to pretend he'd be gutted?
No.
Finally, we're being truthful. It's a pity we couldn't manage that sooner.
Enjoy working last night?
Beat staying in and playing Scrabble with our eye.
You're not seeing anyone then?
Would it bother you if I were?
I'd be pleased for you.
Yeah, well, I'm not. You?
Look, Becky, I know why you dumped me.
Why? Has Roy said something?
Why'd I dump me and all? I acted like a right prat.
You're all right. But, you know, thanks for not blaming me.
I was just worried things were moving too fast. I panicked.
I do understand. Honest.
Great. So we can be mates then, yeah?
Of course.
I can buy you a drink sometime, yeah?
Yeah.
Look at it. It's minging.
Come on. But you've been in the back of cars plenty worse than that, eh?
Oh, you're so funny, Harry. Are you just harking back to the days when you could actually clamber into the back seat for a snog?
Anyone else, I'll take that as a challenge.
If it were anyone else, it might be. But I've got standards in cars, if not men.
How many times? I could put your cab fares through the books. If you just stop making such ridiculous demands in this divorce, we could do a deal, and you could hire a limo to do your shopping.
If you made a decent offer, I'd settle, and we wouldn't have to see each other ever again.
Vernon, mate?
Harry.
I'm Clarissa. Seems how he's got no manners.
I hear the bar viewing didn't go exactly as planned.
Yeah, we could say that. I walked in, you know, my head full of dreams and came out in the middle of a nightmare.
Well, maybe it's just one of those ups and downs marriages go through, eh? Me and Clarissa, we argued all the time. Making up was fantastic.
Talk about selective memory. The rows got worse, and we stopped the making up, which, by the way, I don't remember as being particularly fantastic.
Hey, Vernon's missus has just,
binned me.
Thank you. I'm just trying to help.
You're in the middle of your third divorce. No position to make anyone feel better.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the thought. Stay real.
Stay real?
Well, I know somebody who'll be very interested that you're not wearing this anymore.
Blanche? Well, should be good for business. All the gossips will be in telling me how sorry they are.
Actually, I meant Harry Mason.
What about him?
Come on, Liz. This is me you're talking to.
Banter between mates, part of the job.
Well, I tell you, if you bantered with a few of the husbands round here like that, you'd get your lights punched out.
Me and Harry have a laugh, end of.
Beginning of, more like.
As Vernon pointed out, me and him were about to make a new start. I didn't give Harry Mason a second's thought.
Fancies you, you know.
OK, he's got good taste. What more can I say?
And it's totally one-sided.
Under the circumstances, I might think he's a bit of all right, yeah.
Sort of not married anymore circumstances.
He has got nothing to do with me leaving Vernon, I promise you that. Oh, I shall be glad to get away from here. I'm off to Jersey in a couple of hours. Stay with a mate.
Good move. Out of harm's way. And temptations.
Look, this business with you and Beck,
Has she said something?
no, she won't.
Oh, well, perhaps she's finally learning a sense of propriety.
Roy, as your friend, can I just remind you how much that girl looks up to you?
Oh, I know what she says, Ken. Sometimes I think it's merely lip service. tells me what I want to hear and then does precisely the opposite.
Yes, and that can only be resolved by talking to her. I mean, the silent treatment is just going to drive her away.
Forgive and forget. Yes. Easier said than done sometimes. No, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right, OK. Bye.
Right, mister. Skiving off after all, are you?
I've had enough.
Right, tomorrow, why don't we both throw a sickie? I'll get some DVDs in and bag of sweets and...
But I've quit. I've walked out.
What, resigned?
I just completely lost it. I told them what they could do with their job. Well, sorry.
No. No, I mean, it's all good. I mean, it's what you wanted, isn't it? So, do me a favour. If you go to the pub, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Don't you go binning your job and all.
Get me a large body.
So, it's going to be Senorita Rita, is it?
Do you know, once upon a time, they'd have turned that into a song. Senorita Rita, you love her when you meet her.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you've got a song in your heart to go with that big fat cheque Tony Gordon's dangling in front of your nose.
Do you know, not long back, you were scared witless by some yobs robbing that till. Who's to say what'll happen next time? And mark my words, there will be a next time.
I still think it should be a joint decision.
I've told you, I'm merely considering my options. Anyway, how do you know I've been looking at Spanish apartments?
Oh, don't try turning the tables on me.
You've been checking up what I did on that computer.
Yeah, well, I just can't believe anything you tell me anymore.
Norris, I'm a pensioner. Why shouldn't I want to retire?
You might yearn for sangria sunsets and platters of paella, but I'm content serving my local community evenings in the Rovers and Betty's Hot Pot.
And no doubt singing Rule Britannia. Girls don't come much sweeter than Senorita Rita. No one would complain if they made a Queen of Spain. Holly! Judge your face.
Hey.
Hiya.
I just thought, seeing as we're mates again now and that, you might like this. It's a sausage roll, last one. And I know how much you like them.
Oh, tar. Do you reckon I can smuggle it into the pub, wash it down with a pint?
Done it myself, often enough.
Only I could do with something to keep a watch out.
What a mate.
You don't mind me, Edith? No, you bought me the food, so I suppose she'll buy you a drink. If you fancy it.
Sure.
Only do we just have to be mates?
What else have you got in mind?
Well, you're the mind reader, you should know.
Well, I don't like to abuse my talent.
Well, if I promised not to behave like a numpty, I was hoping that we could go out again.
Well, saves us making two other people miserable, doesn't it?
I can bring Becky in for a few shifts just to help you out.
Liz, I've done the rota plenty of times, you know.
And deliveries, don't sign for anything until you've checked it all, especially if that fair-haired drayman's on.
Oh, the one that brushes against you every chance he gets.
He never does that to me. But he does always try and scam you.
Liz, will you stop worrying? Listen, if you and Vernon had gone like you were going to, this place would have been mine.
The list of people I've upset is getting longer.
Get your peace offering.
So you've not caused enough trouble. You're now trying to get me murdered by my wife.
Do you want us to drink somewhere else?
He's buying.
So, you're going to tell your Sally you've been doing more fraternising?
Of course. Would you?
Would I, yak? At least with Claire at her mum's, I know she's not going walking on us.
Listen, I don't think it's a good idea for me to move into Eileen's full-time.
No, it's a bit cramped.
A bit cramped? That's like saying Elton's a bit flamboyant.
We can't afford your flat, not on my wage.
Well, so we'll look for somewhere cheaper.
As long as we're together, eh?
Exactly.
Look who's just walked in.
Hi. How are you?
OK, thanks. You?
Oh, fine. Fine. Little Bird told me that you and Vernon have parted company.
Yeah.
Sorry. Been there. Bought the T-shirt. Which, of course, she got. Along with the car and the house.
I thought your divorce wasn't settled yet.
No, I meant the last one. And the one before that.
Oh, right.
So I thought, rather than brooding, you might like to get away from the pub for a bit. Go into town. Lay your hair down. Forget everything.
There you are, Liz. Told you there were still some nice blokes out there.
What did you have in mind?
Dunno, a few drinks, meal, whatever you fancy.
Dancing, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. As long as you don't mind 2 left feet.
I'm thinking more on Vernon's grave, actually.
Oh. Is that what this looks like?
Well, it could be interpreted that way. Oh, that must be a cab.
Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, I am, actually. Away for a few days. And if you think for 1 minute that I'd split up with my husband and jump into bed or even let my hair down with another bloke, that just shows what you think of me, doesn't it?
Are you wise about the Websters and brainy about the Barlows? Then test your Coronation Street knowledge at itv.com/quiz. Coming up next, it's The Bill. And then new to ITV1, Marco's Great British Feast is at 9.